What's going on, guys and girls? It's Zach from SwitchForce. This is Animal Crossing New Horizons, and today I've got both good and bad news for you. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for being here. Everybody's asking me, why isn't Red showing up at my island? And so the good news is, today I'm going to help you figure out, to the best of our freaking ability, how to know when Red is coming, how to predict when that very, very mysterious Mafia man is going to show up, as well as all the other NPCs that you might be hoping for. The bad news is, I kicked Rocket out, and she threw a moldy apple at me before she left, hence the big gross mark on the shoulder of my sweatshirt. I apologize for not coming clean and tidy. Please don't hate me. Instead, hit that like button if you guys are enjoying the Animal Crossing videos and want to know when Red is coming to your island. Let me know in the comments down below, how many times has Red made it to your place? Once? Twice? 3 times? I don't think anyone's had him like 5. That would be bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Kelly Kapoor style. Now, Kix is here, and Kix is going to factor in, because like I said, we're going to go over all of them. I'm also going to show you, as I mentioned, Rocket is on the way out. I've got 3 new villagers here, and I'm making sick progress on the island. Big thumbs up for Little Peach Reef growing into a fully featured, fresh island. We worked the campsite. The entryway is on its way to being awesome. Yes, I have a lot of clutter, a lot of items, but I had to get a bunch of stuff in order to make magic happen. I'm going to be terraforming my way over the next week or so to make this place amazing. But let's take a peek at these villagers as we talk this out. So some things have been data mined and figured out, so you can be sure that this is actual factual information straight from the game itself. This is like if the cartridge opened its mouth and said, "Hello, I'm Phoebe. I'm here. I have boxes, but I'm going to be here for a long time. I'm beautiful and I live in lava." And then that you're like, wow, that's true. That's part of the game. So here's what I want to tell you. Every single week, by the way, hi, Phoebe. I'm so glad I have a very fiery bird on my island. Every single week, you're guaranteed to get Sahara, Leaf, and Kix. Now, if you progress your Animal Crossing adventures to a level 3 island, 3-star island, then you're going to get KK every Saturday. Daisy May will be Sunday no matter what. And you'll notice that you've probably seen Kix, Leaf, and Sahara the most of the variable villagers that show up and say hi at their little stands or their stalls or their roaming places. This is interesting to me because I never knew that there were set rules for the characters. So let's take a seat and spit some knowledge, because this is really going to help you out. It's going to ease your worry, ease your wonder, and help you figure out who's coming when. We'll start with Kix, since he's my sneakerhead boy in the background. He can show up any weekday, Monday through Friday, from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. The only requirement to start getting Kix to appear is to build the Able Sisters store, which I think just about all of us have done at this point. And if you haven't, you'll get there soon. Don't worry. Now, Sahara is a 5 a.m. to midnight kind of girl. She likes to be there a little bit longer than Kix, Monday through Friday. And her only requirement to bring her rugs and wares is that you've upgraded from a tent to a house, which again, I think just about everybody has. If you haven't, you'll get there very soon. The last of the guaranteed weekly visitors is Leaf, and he's the easiest to acquire of all. All you gotta do is connect your console to the internet once, and make sure you're updated to version 1.2 of the game, which came out a couple of weeks back around Earth Day. He can show up any weekday from 5 a.m. to 5 a.m., a full 24-hour cycle, and he'll bring you some plants and also his very happy face. Now, those are the guaranteed weekday characters that will show up without fail once a week, every week. KK Slider is a weekend guarantee, and as soon as you get that 3-star island and he hosts his first concert, he'll start showing up every single Saturday. He'll be there all day, but he'll take song requests from 6 to midnight. Daisy May is there as soon as you get Nook's Cranny. She appears on Sundays from 5 a.m. till 12 noon, and then she says whoop and takes her turnips away. Be careful with Daisy May. Her stock market is addictive. So that's your assured lineup. You're going to get Kix, you're going to get Sahara, you're going to get Leaf, KK, and Daisy May once a week, every week. Now, the only twist to that formula is if you don't have the 3-star island and you haven't yet acquired KK, Sahara can break her weekday cycle and show up on a Saturday. But the real news here is, how do you get the other NPCs? How do you get Red? How do you get Label? How do you get Gulliver? How do you get CJ? And how do you get Flick? The way that they arrive is on a weird rotating system, where you're guaranteed 2 of them per week, and then the 3 that don't make it seemingly get priority for the next week. But you can run into scenarios where you have 2, and then you have 2, And I don't think that leftover 1 gets some insane priority, because it's the 3 remaining that gain priority. And therefore, since you can only have 2 a week, of the 3 that gain priority, there is a strange situation where red doesn't show up all that often. But let's go through these guys, and we're going to start with red because that's the big one. Red is there 5 a.m. to 5 a.m., a 24-hour cycle like Leaf, Monday through Friday. As long as you've met red once, and he should have shown up via the update where he docked at the Mystery Beach, and he showed up, and he said hello, as long as you've made your way through the intro cycle, and I have a video on the whole process because you do have to do a few things once he gets there to ensure that you can enter his Jolly Roger in terms of going to talk to Blathers and setting up the art section at the museum. Regardless, once you get that, Monday through Friday, red can be there 1 time. But the reason you're not seeing him all that frequently is because he could be falling out of favor in the 5-character random assortment cycle. And I don't see it in the data mine, but I do feel like red, don't you feel like red has a lower percentage than anyone else? Because look, Gulliver, Label, CJ, Flick, they also are apparently on the same tier as red. And yet I feel like I've seen their faces far more often. But it could be that red is the newest character, and maybe it's just a mirage in our minds. Maybe red is appearing as frequently as the rest, but because the rest have been around since launch day, we just are more familiar. Before we go over the rest of the non-guaranteed villagers and help you complete that calendar, let's take a peek at a new friend that we've had fall into our laps. Welcome, Anka, to the ensemble here at Peach Reef. Her house is amazing. I'm so glad to have her. Turn that frown upside down, Anka. I'm glad to see you. She don't seem too glad to see me. Maybe because I got headphones on. Maybe because her toilet is out in the open. Maybe because she has a pyramid in the center, and she has to eat and sleep on creepy coffins of mummified doom. She's also going to the bathroom. Let's get out of here. That's just not okay. Back to the non-guaranteed villagers list. We've got Gulliver, who can appear 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. He's a full 24-hour cycler like Leaf, Monday through Friday, and the only requirement is that Blathers has announced that he's coming to your town. Again, so this is really early in the game when the museum is just being built. I love me some Gulliver. Label, on the other hand, is 5 a.m. to midnight Monday through Friday, and as long as you have the Able Sisters store built, just like with Kix, she will start to appear and judge your clothes and provide you with those fun tailor tickets that allow you to grab some free gear. Now, Flick is 5 a.m. to 5 a.m., a 24-hour cycler, Monday through Friday, and you have to have the Resident Services tent upgraded to a building in order to get the Bugmaster to start showing up. And last but not least, CJ is a 5 a.m. to 5 a.m. Monday through Friday. Again, you just got to get that Resident Service building built, and he will start to be there. So you're looking at quite a few. You've got 3 guaranteed weekdays, 2 random weekdays, and 2 weekends. So, at the very minimum, we're talking 7 visitors a week. And the game does like to try to structure it so that you do have almost 1 per day. It's not going to always work out perfectly in that way, but you can tell from the way that they've set things up by having you have 3 guaranteed, 2 weekend, and 2 of the 5 random. They want you to have something fun to do every single day you log in. So the fact of the matter is there's nothing you can do to directly impact red arriving on your island. Nothing no one can do. But that doesn't mean I don't have a tip for you, which is if you've already seen 2 of the rotating 5 that week, don't hold out hope for red. And don't time travel hoping he'll arrive that week, because once like Gulliver and CJ have arrived, or Flick and Label, there's no chance that red will arrive until the next week cycle kicks into effect. And there's no guarantee he'll be there in that next cycle, he just has priority. So you're going to want to view this practice of waiting for red in weekly terms rather than daily. And if you've already seen 2 of the rotators, then red has no chance of arriving. Now, even though red might be an absolute nightmare to track down, this furry creature was a pleasure to find. The Judy Meister herself has made an appearance on Peach Reef, bringing Lisa Frank loveliness straight to this island. It actually took me, like, no joke, 20 real-world minutes to find Judy on my island. Right now, she was hiding and then just popped out of nowhere, but she arrived at a campsite as soon as I kicked Rocket out. It worked out amazingly well. I didn't even know I wanted Judy until I saw Judy, but she's so much freaking fun. And now she'll be here every day, so even though red will definitely not be here every day, at least I've got somebody that is usually hard to find, and she's hanging out here with us now, which is awesome. Now, Celeste can hang out with you even on days where another visitor arrives. She can come Monday through Sunday, any day, from 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. The only requirement is that the museum needs to be built and shooting stars need to be visible in the sky. Now, I am telling you, I don't think Celeste has ever been on my island, and I don't think I've ever had a meteor shower. But apparently, she comes frequently for a lot of people, but it's just random. And the same goes for Wisp. He can arrive when other visitors are there, Monday through Sunday, but he'll arrive 8 p.m., an hour later than Celeste, till 5 a.m., and there's no requirement. He can come right from the beginning. In fact, of all the visitors, Wisp is technically the first one that you could find. If you didn't make any progress in the game, Wisp would still come, which shows his dedication, his commitment, and his love for you and I. He might be a frightful ghost. He may have lame items most of the time, but he's got dedication. The dude arrives right from the jump, which is pretty cool. So I know it's a lot of information. Scrub back through the video, figure out what kind of routine your visitor that you're looking for has, and it should make this maybe not easier in terms of like actual gameplay, but easier in terms of preparation, worry, wonder, and confusion now that it's established from the game files themselves. The Datmine tells us this to be true. I don't know if there's any plans to adjust these rates. I don't know if at one point Red will start showing up more frequently, or if Nintendo's pretty set that, hey, this is what we want. I hope you enjoy all the new villagers on the island. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was at least a little bit helpful and informative. Make sure to smash that like button if you had fun with me today and want Red more often. Again, let me know in the comments down below how many times Red has been on your island. I really want to see if anyone's like over 5 or if everybody's in the 1 to 3 range, because I really feel like that's where it's going to be. Make sure to check out our Discord server. Link is always in the description for Switch Strong, a fun, fantastic place to meet friends, talk Animal Crossing, hang out with me, and more. We're doing live streams regularly, so stay tuned for those. They're coming a couple of times a week, usually in the late afternoon, playing Animal Crossing, Mario Kart, maybe even more, and join up, become a member if that's something you want to do. Totally optional, but you get some cool perks, and that button is on every single video as well. I'm going to be making this island into a masterpiece. Just you wait and see. The campsite took things from crummy to pretty solid, and that entryway is going to beautify the place even more. I feel like we're coming into our own. I feel like Peach Reap is really growing and evolving, and I'm really excited to see where we can take it, and I'm really excited for the next visitor to arrive. I don't know when they'll add another NPC, but you know I've got you guys covered as soon as it happens. So make sure to subscribe, turn the notification bell on. Until next time, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe and stay healthy out there. I love you a lot. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you more than Red coming every day of the week. I think that says a lot after this video, right? That definitely does. So until next time, everybody, have a good one. SwitchForce out.